Oh, no, that's Now then, we're gonna move on towards match 3 for day 5. It's gonna be RC versus FAV here. Peter coming out as opera singer, no doubt. Once again, not surprised anymore, to be honest with you on that side note. But let's see who Peter's gonna go after. We're gonna be looking for that first officer here first and foremost. First officer though, I mean, in this area, it's not too hard to chase after first officer in this area. We seem like we're gonna be utilizing the first pocket watch there. I mean, after really consuming that pocket watch, it shouldn't be too much of an issue for the survivors. First officer, 7% extra decoding speed boost as well though. What we are seeing now is really just a matter of time depending on who we're actually going to chase for first here. But also for opera singer, chasing after someone in 2-story may not be the best case scenario for you as well, Peter. Changing targets once again, trying to look for Nerisu, our little novelist. But even with this little novelist on mind, the good question is, it's already 60 seconds in towards the game until you find your next target. We do know where Novelist is right now. We did get the hit over the pallet. A little bit more surprising than what I thought it would be, but also on that side note too, we do see that excitement on Peter's hands as well. Novelist still hasn't really consumed... Oh, Novelist has consumed the book, but... With that novel coming, yeah, a little bit of movement speed boost, but it shouldn't be enough to contain against an opera singer like that. Okay. It's going to be Traumatic Detention here alongside with Max Berserker, Panic, and of course Quenching Effect. I mean, with Quenching Effect on mind, I guess we were actually looking for Novelist, but preferably speaking there, I feel like if Novelist actually decided to use his book a little bit earlier, it might have been a bit better, but also might have not been any better. Now then, we do see Embalmer with the first rescue here, but after the first rescue from Embalmer's side, we TP'd back for some odd reason. I didn't understand TP back. There was probably no need for that. But Felix here, Embalmer is going to get a double down situation, but we also do know that there's no shadow dance back for the opera singer here. But once again, it's an opera singer. This is going to be a fast chase back here, knowing where the footprints are. Novelist is out of a relatively good area. Double pallet one window. Double pallet one window is pretty strong for a novelist, to be honest with you. We definitely should be able to vault over that no matter what happens, and that's going to be a blink in. As long as blink out, that's really all what matters. Okay, it's going to be 2.5 Cypher Machine done here. Double down situation on towards Embalmer side. Embalmer a little bit unfortunate here, but doesn't seem like we'll be able to give a free coffin towards Novelist just because of that double down situation. For first officer, that's going to be a second pocket watch use. He's going to have to look for an item later on as well, because they don't really have enough Cypher Machines here for first officer to actually be carefree and decode. We are still waiting around, but it seems like we got the hit on FO. Okay, and there comes out the rescue. Excitement is... Is there any excitement? No, there's not. We blinked already. But that's going to be Dacho going down there immediately. This is a double down situation. Novelist, almost... The next novel is almost ready right here, but seems like for opera singer, she's not gonna be able to find Novelist. A little bit unfortunate. Novelist hiding really well though, really well. Thinking that Novelist may have left the area, we are going to have to shadow dance back. Yeah, we are gonna have to shadow dance back now. Novelist should be near this area. Opera singer not being able to find anyone here just yet. We're buying a lot of time just with sidestepping here. We do see Novelist. Novelist having next book ready as well. But with that next book on mind, the thing is, right, she doesn't want to break the pallet because she's afraid of the novel, but no down. Okay, no down scenario. That is really bad. We don't have blink as well. We're only missing 55% Cypher Machine. Novelist cannot really get any novels back just yet. We did get the mini shadow dance back, and it's currently a tie game. If it wasn't for the hiding here from Novelist side, it definitely could have been a 4-man elimination for Peter, especially with the fact that they've only 2.5 Cypher Machine when first officer came to rescue. Okay then. Yug upstairs right now is going to be the acrobat, but even with acrobat being upstairs, we currently learned that, well, I mean, it's kind of common sense that you can't really, throw a shadow strike on stairs, because it's just going to get cancelled immediately. Kind of like Ripper, kind of like Batter, so a little bit of a questionable shadow strike there from opera singer side. But even with that on mind, we managed to dodge it. Ew, we didn't get it out again, Peter. We're stressing a little bit, Peter. We shouldn't be stressing so much, Peter. Peter, we shouldn't be stressing so much. There's no need to be so stressed. You know you're a good hunter yourself, but the more you get stressed, the worse it gets for you. Now then, still playing around here just for a little bit while. That's going to be a very nice mind game there, but that's going to be the hit registered, and Seems like we're going to be able to help. First Officer and Embalmer is going to be able to heal themselves here as well. Meanwhile, Acrobat not going down here just yet. Not going down here just yet. We are still playing around. They didn't get the teleport back there properly. Didn't get the Shadow Dance back there properly. And we can reopen a new Cypher Machine there on Embalmer's side. But Embalmer is first chair anyways. Embalmer, I guess, shouldn't be too afraid because Embalmer has Coffin. Preferably speaking here, the main one that's in danger is First Officer. We are going to be able to find No, we are going to be able to find Embalmer there, yep. And there's a TP back once again. Uke back on towards the Cypher Machine here, but realizing the Opera Singer actually left. Already at a really good area, so that's not too bad. But even so, for Peter here, it's going to be really hard for you to play around this area. Really hard. This is not an Opera Singer. This... Ooh, did we blink? Oh, we blinked. Ah, we missed it. Ah, okay. We still... it's okay. Let's just pretend that the blink did a miss. Let's just pretend that that blink didn't miss. First Officer there with a wand. First Officer there with a wand. With the wand on mine, we're trying to look for a 4-man endgame, which the slug potentials. Could go after Embalmer first if we can find Embalmer. Can we see the footprints? We can see the footprints. Okay, Embalmer. TPing back here. First Officer is going to be scouted immediately here. And looking at the Cypher Mission decoding progresses here as well. We're looking from both sides. First Officer leaving the vicinity as well, so no tonight is remaining, allowing Peter to go out here as Opera Singer to go out to look for Embalmer. But even with Embalmer in mind, there probably what would be the best is to actually get rid of that pallet first and then TP back. First Officer could 100% be nearby right now. First Officer is currently upstairs. We should be able to get a heal on straight towards this Acrobat, and seems like for now we are healing upstairs. Seems like we are healing right now. On Survivor's side though, it's going to be a little bit hard here to play. Both Survivors on top of stairs right now. But even with being on top of stairs, it's still going to be quite hard here for... I guess for Survivors, they have quite a huge chance in containing an Opera Stinger here, but you know... Link is almost ready. We see where the both Survivors are. The Cypher Machine is not shaking, and seems like we're going to be TPing back here once again. But potentially speaking, I mean, right now it's really just all up to the Survivors how long they want to play this one out, honestly. Peter is just trying to look for more, but Survivors are most likely going to play for as long as possible. I guess for Peter right now, what's really important is for him to force Acrobat out of all his vaults, and then maybe get rid of all the items from the Survivor side. But of course, Felix there, running away from the Cypher Machine once again. We decoded 1%, it was a 58%, now it's at 59%. And that's going to be the TP back, TP coming back. We are going to be able to go out to look for Dacho here once again. First Officer currently maintaining max health here. First Officer, no pallets done, which is fine, but coming back for the pallet is a little bit unfortunate because Opera Singer wasn't really underneath that pallet. Now then, Cypher Machine 60%, Felix still trying to decode off for as much as he can. Survivor-wise, Troubled Survivors at half health. For Peter, he can actually go out just to tunnel the Embalmer down. Because Survivor-wise, they most likely won't be able to do much. They actually can't do much. But of course, from AI Sensei here, it's going to be a 31% 4-man elimination and a 30% 1-man escape. And a 35% tie game. Seems like we're more leaning towards the tie right now. We do have Blink. We do know that Acrobat's currently on the Cypher Machine, and it seems like we should be able to get... Well, we can pop the Cypher Machine as soon as Embalmer embalms. We can pop the Cypher Machine here as soon as Embalmer embalms. We're just going to wait for that mini tie turn from Embalmer's side before we actually start popping it. So that's going to be one of the major parts of this game as well. Could pop it. Yeah, we could pop it now. Very nice. Pallet stun XA is already being open. Embalmer 8 extra second 16-second tie turn here. Gate opening speed is 18 seconds. So even with that in mind, it seems like it's going to be a tie game after all. Bit unfortunate here, but seems like we will be able to get it down here immediately. And guess we could say let's congratulate the tie game here for Fab Survivors. Moving on straight towards second half. Let's move on towards second half, shall we? It's going to be Yami coming out as Opera Stinger. It seems like we're going to be able to see that lucky guy coming out game 1. Surprisingly lucky guy coming out game 1. I mean, he does get the movement speed boost, but he's also very targetable as a survivor. We do have a book, so I guess the good news is we have a book. So Opera Stinger losing lucky guy here. I mean, it's fine. Realistically speaking, for Lucky Guy here, even if he gets a book out of the game, he's basically missing one item to use. Because that book isn't really going to help out a Lucky Guy that much, except for hiding, I guess. But when it comes to support and such, I guess it's just two whole different stories right now. We're going to be able to get this... Oh, we broke the fast music box here, first thing said. So for Yami, it's going to hurt quite a lot with the pallet stun. That's a long pallet stun. It seems like Female Dancer brought max pallet stun. Ay, but that's going to be 60 seconds in towards the game. For RC survivors, they're trying to buy as much time early game as possible here. But even with them as much time as possible early game, there's only so many survivors decoding right now. It's a little bit of a hassle. It is a little bit of a hassle here, but even with that on mind, we're going to be able to get the blinking. Patient here, vaulting over immediately. We don't have shadow dances anymore, but if you decide to shadow dance that one, it might not be the best idea because there's still a pallet inside left to use. Now with that pallet on mind, there isn't actually a shadow for you to dance towards, and there also isn't the cooldown for it as well. Patient being able to hook away, they're rotating towards the next nearest viable area to contain. Seems like we're going to be able to go straight towards this pallet though, breaking the pallet here. 90 seconds in towards the game. Very nice early game from RC survivors. Definitely very nice early game from RC survivors. Ivory pulling a little bit more distance here. You won't be able to go towards the side any of the pallets, but should be able to get that down. It's going to be traumatic detention here alongside with pallet breaking. Double pallet breaking, panic, and quenching effect. Okay. Now then, it's around 2 cipher machines. Right now it's around 2 cipher machines. 2 cipher machines and just a little bit more. City coming in for the first rescue here though. Potentially speaking, Pocket Watch will be forced really early. Really early Pocket Watch right here. Yami coming down here as well, but not looking back. Does not really see where the first officer is as well. The first officer coming from the other side. This looks like a half rescue, but unless first officer gets terror shocked here, then it would be considered really bad. I don't think we'll get terror shock. Oh, we did not get terror shock. Okay. That was very close. That was very close. Patient here, rotating towards... Oh, okay. That charge attack hit landed, which is a little bit more surprising to me. But Patient wouldn't be able to contain any longer, and seems like we're already on the last 2 cipher machines. For now, it's still a tie game overall. Patient rushing straight towards upstairs. Lucky Guy, no item on Lucky Guy's hands right now. He does have a needle. Which is why we said, you know, for Lucky Guy, it's way too much of a luck game. You also need to spend time looking for items as well if you really want to do so. 1 needle, 1 book. I guess the needle can be used for, you know, healing yourself right after rescue to guarantee the tie at least. But it seems like Yami not being able to find our patient, being able to get a no damage rescue. Patient having Lucky Guy body blocking for you as well might not be the best. Well, it's better to have someone body blocking this situation, but out of everyone, it's a Lucky Guy. Who's doing that for you right now. Okay, gonna be able to see the pallet. Seems like a 4-man endgame right now. We can get enough cipher machines done. We did get the TP back here though, at least, and that's gonna be Patient going down here immediately. We still do have blink, so at least with the blink in mind, still would be considered very nicely done by everybody. Still would be considered as a tie game right now. All the last 3 cipher machines are currently at 70%, well 75% plus. We're basically 3/4 done with the cipher machines now, and with the last quarter here. It won't be too hard. Lucky Guy having a gun there, it won't be too hard there, but even if you do have the gun, you don't have tie turn anymore, so there's no potential end game tie turn or rescues to get out of the gate. Okay then, let's see, we're gonna be able to get a TP over with Yami side. Last cipher machine 75%. It seems like City's trying to rotate towards that 75% cipher machine. Meanwhile, we probably don't. Can we hold on towards? No, we can't really hold on towards that needle anymore. That needle is basically considered useless, but unless you want to prime yourself for your survivors to actually come in and do stuff for you, I guess that's a whole different story. Female Dancer here trying to look for an item near... Where's that area? I don't know. That's probably Christmas tree. No, that's at the other corner of the map. Okay, never mind. Female Dancer. That's going to be... That's good. That's actually good. That's not a bad item there. Perfume's not a bad item, especially where you're not at endgame just yet with exit gates being opened. But Lucky Guy with an extra doll there. That extra doll is going to be... Really... That extra doll basically secured the tie here. Now you 3 survivors decoding the last cipher machine, and that 76% cipher machine, well, I mean, you could decode if you want, so Yami not willing to break that pallet still. I'm just gonna get looped around there for a really long time, But Yami going out to look for, well, I mean, the doll already healed our... Yeah, the doll already healed first officer. First officer getting crows there. We're gonna be able to TB back, trying to look for... Ooh, that's we're trying to look for female dancer. We didn't see female dancer. Not good. It's not good that we didn't see female dancer. We heard her at least. Okay, we heard female dancer. Okay, that's not bad. Female dancer probably would go down here. It's still safer to decode an extra cipher machine. Still way safer to decode an extra cipher machine. We're going to be able to get the perfume back, and with perfume on mind, probably Blink won't be used anytime soon. Here we know that lawyer is nearby, and not lawyer, first officer is nearby. First officer getting found here immediately. That's going to be a hit. And that's going to be double 70% plus cipher machines on that side as well. That's going to be the vault over there. Raouli, very, very, very... Ew, wait a second. I don't see this as a good game. Right now, it's a little bit of an issue because there's a double down potential here from Yami. So Yami, like, you see the thing here is, right, first officer uses his pocket watch here, it's gonna be really bad, but it's gonna be... I also don't think you should get a lucky guy to come in, because realistically speaking, you get a lucky guy to, like, lucky guy guns you. Well, you know what, never mind. If lucky guy can gun, run in, take a normal hit, and then get the rescue, you should be able to see a tie game. Let's just say we believe in the possibility of Rowley rushing straight towards the double pallets and one window near the corner there. Corner dungeon is what I would call that area, because Yami hasn't broken any of the pallets there yet, but Lucky Guy's at a really bad area. Who are we chasing? We registered that we're chasing after Lucky Guy here. That's fine. That's fine. That's going to be pallet down. And should be a tie game here. It's going to be very hard for Yami to get much, especially with that pallet down there as well. Hey, the blink. Hey, the blink. Hey, the blink. But at least we know. You didn't get any hit there. But at least we know. Listen, at least we know. Lucky Guy shouldn't be able to get dungeon. Lucky Guy, no Windows speed boost. No. Ooh, that's a... Ooh, that hurts. But even so, Opera Stinger way too fast here for Lucky Guy. If it wasn't Opera Stinger, maybe. But it is, so let's congratulate the tie game here. Moving on straight towards game 2 first half.